You may like him or you may hate him. But the fact of the matter is that Mutahi Ngunyi is a genius. In 2012, Mutahi Ngunyi came up with a theory, the tyranny of numbers theory. In his theory, Mutahi Ngunyi opined that two tribes, that is the Kikuyus and the Kalenjins, and their numbers were enough to rule this country as long as they are together and as long as they want. That theory was later manipulated to propel Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto into the presidency. Again, in 2018, immediately after the last general election, Mutahi Ngunyi coined another theory.
I believe in the Hustler Nation, and I believe in its power, and I'm actually a member of the Hustler Nation. If a chicken seller like William Ruto can become president, then the Hustler Nation is a secret to be discovered. Ruto is not ashamed of his past. He is not ashamed of his past as a chicken seller, as a hustler, and as a KYM. In fact, he carries these labels of shame on his shoulder with pride. And because of this, he will walk into the presidency as a former chicken seller, and he will represent our aspirations as a nation of hustlers with pride. The symbols of struggle are powerful, in my view. They give us hope. They instruct us not to be ashamed of who we are. If your father had no name, like William Ruto's dad, you can beat the odds and become president. And this is why the Kenyan nation is fascinated by William Ruto. The Kenyan nation is a nation of hustlers. It is a nation of chicken sellers, hawkers with dreams, and traders of all things, as you see them all over the towns. And without knowing it, William Ruto is a powerful representation of this Kikuyu hustler. Poor Kikuyu and Ruto are one. Their journey is one. Their passion for chicken selling is one. And their hustle is one. End of discussion. And that is why a man called Sonko is wrong when he says that the Kikuyus will not vote for William Ruto.
The Hustler Nation theory. This theory was meant to propel William Ruto to the presidency because the tyranny of numbers theory had been debunked. So Ruto was going to run for the presidency, and Mutahi Ngunyi wanted a way of coining another theory for Ruto. So he came up with the Hustler Nation theory, and the way Mutahi Ngunyi described it, you would imagine that Ruto was indeed a chicken seller. So that theory, the Hustler Nation theory, was picked up by William Ruto and his team even after Mutahi Ngunyi had claimed that it had died. So today in this country, if there's something which is propelling William Samoei Ruto, then it is the Hustler Nation. If you talk of Hustler Nation in this country today, you are basically talking of one man, the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. But there's a problem in the Hustler Nation. Hustler Nation is popular. And because it's popular, there's a scramble for the Hustler Nation. I want to take you, for example, to Nyanza. In Nyanza, two camps have actually emerged. There's a camp led by Owalo, and there's a camp which is led by some youths. I remember sometimes last month, Owalo issued a statement claiming that his job is not to go and get money for people from William Ruto. You go to Nakuru, there's a trouble there. Kihika and Susan Kihika and Kimani Ngunjiri are fighting. You go to Central Kenya, and this is where it's pronounced. In Central Kenya, the fight is so vicious. Remember, William Ruto, in his own wisdom, decided to do away with Jubilee. So in the process, he came up with several other political parties. But from all indications, the Deputy President is settling on the United Democratic Alliance Party. But in Central Kenya, there's other parties. Moses Kuria has his own political party, the People's Empowerment Party. Then Mwangi Kiunjuri also has his own political party, the Service Party of Kenya. So these three political parties in the larger Mount Kenya region are scrambling to identify themselves with the Hustler Nation. And because Moses Kuria won a seat in Juja and he has won several other seats in some by-elections, Moses Kuria was now taking the leadership of the larger Mount Kenya region. But there was a problem. Moses Kuria was not a member of the United Democratic Alliance Party. According to the allies of the deputy president, William Ruto is in the United Democratic Alliance Party. So when the by-election in Juja, so when the by-election in Kiambaa came up, Moses Kuria wanted to sponsor a candidate through his party. Then William Ruto and his allies also had a different idea of sponsoring their own candidate. And Moses Kuria insisted. At some point, Moses Kuria declined to withdraw his candidate. But after persuasion, Moses Kuria finally agreed to drop his candidate. And this is the subject of our discussion today. Because yesterday, the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto met with Raymond Kuria, the People's Empowerment candidate for Kiambaa, who withdrew from the race. And during that meeting, the Deputy President also met with a team from the People's Empowerment Party. But Moses Kuria was not present at that meeting. What's really happening?
Kwamba ile party ambayo iko na message ya Hustler Nation, ile ambayo iko katika ile imebeba undani wa Hustler Nation ni UDA. Kwa hivyo candidate wa UDA ndio ambayo tutakuwa tukisupport kama Hustler Nation. Kwa hivyo hao wengine hata kama watakuwa coalition ukuja baadaye.
What's really happening? I've actually made several observations since all this drama began. In Juja, Moses Kuria's candidate won. And after winning the seat, he went to meet with the deputy president. And he was accompanied by Rigathi Gachagua, and he was also accompanied by Kimani Ichung'wah. Moses Kuria was missing. Why was Moses Kuria missing? The second observation I made was during the unveiling of the United Democratic Alliance Party, Moses Kuria was missing. Why do you think Moses Kuria was missing? The truth, and I actually opined that William Ruto is planning to finish Moses Kuria, politically speaking. So Moses Kuria was not present because if he had withdrawn his candidate and the other candidate was taking his papers, the best Moses Kuria would have done was to present himself there. So he was not there. And from the pronouncement by the allies of the deputy president, it means there's a problem there.
Let everybody try and get their space. Hapa ni kama shule ama kama nyumba moja, watoto wote wako shule, kila mtu anasoma kivyake, lakini kila mtu ana achieve in their own way. Kwamba ile party ambayo iko na message ya Hustler Nation, ile ambayo iko katika ile imebeba undani wa Hustler Nation ni UDA.
The third thing I've observed, which is small but is significant, is that Moses Kuria announced to the entire country that he held a meeting with the deputy president and agreed to withdraw his candidate, which is okay. But the Moses Kuria we know would have shared photos of that meeting. Up to today, there's no photo which Moses Kuria shared with him meeting the deputy president. So that's something which I observed. Again, there's something I observed, which happened yesterday. Ruto met with Raymond Kuria, the candidate for PEP, who withdrew. Again, Moses Kuria was missing. Why do you think this is happening? I want us to study Moses Kuria very closely. Is Moses Kuria finally going to support the United Democratic Alliance candidate in Kiambaa? Because if you follow this channel, I opined that a win for this candidate, for the UDA candidate in Kiambaa, is going to send Moses Kuria to a political oblivion. Is Moses Kuria going to accept to be sent to political Siberia? I don't think Moses Kuria is going to do that. So we must monitor the moves Moses Kuria is making. Because there's also the Uhuru Kenyatta's factor. A win for Uhuru Kenyatta is going to dent the image of the deputy president in the larger Mount Kenya region. But that win by Jubilee candidate is going to propel Moses Kuria up there. So we must monitor Moses Kuria very closely. And there is a new development which I've also observed. William Ruto is actually now taking charge of the campaigns in Kiambaa. Is taking it personally. And the question is, why is the deputy president taking charge of that campaign? Because remember, initially, Rigathi Gachagua wanted to take charge of that campaign. But I think because of these stories in the larger Mount Kenya region that Rigathi Gachagua is coming from outside and they are using another party from outside to elect a member of parliament in Kiambaa was not going to work for them. So William Ruto is now deciding to go there as William Ruto so that he can be identified with a candidate. So the question I'm asking is, why do you think William Ruto is taking charge of this campaign personally? Why do you think he's taking it charge? Because we know that for a long time, the deputy president has avoided direct confrontation with President Uhuru Kenyatta. The fact of the matter is that the president is going to support the Jubilee candidate. So we are going to witness a contest between the deputy president and the president in Kiambaa. But why do you think the deputy president is finally deciding to take charge of this campaign himself? 4 reasons. Number one, I think William Ruto wants to test his acceptability and that acceptability of the United Democratic Alliance Party. The truth of the matter, if Moses Kuria sponsored a candidate, credit would have gone to Moses Kuria. So Ruto, in my considered opinion, wants to test his own political party because the United Democratic Alliance Party is the only party which is associated with the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. If you talk of the Service Party, that Service Party is associated by Mwangi Kiunjuri. If you talk of the PEP, People's Empowerment Party, you associate it with Moses Kuria. But what about the United Democratic Alliance Party? If you talk of United Democratic Alliance Party, then you are talking of William Samoei Ruto. So probably William Ruto wants to test the acceptability of the United Democratic Alliance Party in the larger Mount Kenya region, so that after that election, he will figure out, okay, these guys have accepted me, what next? Number two, I think it's also the last chance for Ruto to deal with President Uhuru Kenyatta. He must prove that indeed, when it comes to central Kenya and the larger Mount Kenya region, the king is William Samoei Ruto. And I want to predict something. Moving forward, William Ruto is going to sell his candidate as a hustler candidate. Remember, this guy created some drama sometimes back, for those who've been following the politics. I don't know, he hosted the deputy president in his residence. Then from nowhere, he was found in some forest by some MCA in Eldoret. Some stories which really don't add up. So he wants to use this opportunity to deal with the president. Is President Uhuru Kenyatta going to allow the deputy president to defeat him in Kiambaa? That's something which is going to change the politics of this country completely. If Ruto is going to win in Kiambaa, President Uhuru Kenyatta is going to become a lame duck president moving forward. But if he's going to win again, it's going to be a problem and a big trouble for William Samoei Ruto. After the Juja parliamentary by-election, the Kiambu women rep, Wamuchomba, issued some statement, and from the statement, she indicated that she was going to take a backseat. So basically the results in Juja shocked her. What about the results in Kiambaa if Ruto is going to win? So it means so many aspirants will now start identifying more with the United Democratic Alliance Party. Uhuru and his Jubilee will be sent to the dustbin. Number three, I think they also want now to make that distinction that in the larger Mount Kenya region, the political party is going to be the United Democratic Alliance Party. Remember, even in Tharaka Nithi, the senator there has his own political party. I don't think the deputy president, who worked so hard to collapse all major political parties that form Jubilee to become one, would want a situation where he's going to run as the president of the Republic of Kenya under the UDA, but Moses Kuria is sponsoring a candidate there. Mwangi Kiunjuri is sponsoring a candidate there. You go to Kisii, Omingo Magara is sponsoring a candidate there. Then you go to Coast, Aisha Juma is sponsoring a candidate. I mean, a party there with candidates using her own party. I don't think he would want that. He would want his party to be the dominant. So basically, William Ruto is in Kiambaa to position United Democratic Alliance Party as the party of choice for the region, not the PEP of Moses Kuria and not the National Service Party of Mwangi Kiunjuri. And lastly, if you ask me, William Ruto is actually outside there to tame the raw ambitions of two gentlemen, Mwangi Kiunjuri and Moses Kuria. That's why he's out there. Because let us face it, Kuria delivered. Why is he being denied the opportunity? Remember, his candidate withdrew from the race. Then the deputy president invites this candidate to his office. Moses Kuria is not there. He invites the entire team of that candidate to his office. Moses Kuria is not there. It's Moses Kuria who actually went to this guy, convinced this guy to run on his party. The guy accepted. Then now the deputy president is outside there meeting with this guy, telling him to withdraw. Moses Kuria is not there. Meeting with his team, Moses Kuria is not there. The deputy president is a confessed founder of the UDA. So what is he trying to do? He's trying to tame the raw ambitions of Moses Kuria. I'm telling you, whichever way this research is going to turn out, Moses Kuria politics is going to change completely. But Moses Kuria must make only one prayer, day and night, that the Jubilee candidate wins that seat. That will give him a voice. And the Moses Kuria we know will blame the likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, will blame the likes of Rigathi Gachagua. I don't know what you think, but I think there's a big problem in the Hustler Nation. The divisions, if not tamed, are going to spoil the party for the deputy president. And probably I need to figure out on how I'm going to do another video specifically on this division, which is manifesting itself in the United Democratic Alliance Party. And it's not only in that party. Even ODM, as we speak, and I did a video about that, has two camps. There's the camp of Orengo, and then there's a camp of Mbadi and Junet. Let us wait and see how things are going to unfold in Kiambaa. Thank you guys, and if you are watching this channel for the first time, please click that red subscribe button so that next time or anytime you produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Just do me a favor again, just do me a favor again, just give this video thumbs up. You can drop your comment, you can share. That's how you can support this channel. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.